Barack Hussein Obama. It wasn't that long ago, was it? What's today? I guess it was long ago. I had a friend in Price, Utah, who would always say it like that. Barack Hussein Obama. Like the dude's name was some kind of burn. And honestly, I think it works a lot better when you are a small town chud and the furthest trip you've ever taken from your hometown was that Disneyland trip in the 90s. It's a Small World was the most multicultural 11 minutes of your life. But I'm not sure about this Republican Middle Eastern scare when the President of the United States is literally taking bribes from them every day. A jet from Qatar, $2 billion from the Saudis. And chuds will get real nuanced when you bring this up. They'll hit their geopolitical talking points. Sharia law is terrifying, sure. But a Saudi sovereign wealth fund? Well, let's not be Islamophobic about it. As long as they're giving money to the cult, let's hear them out. You could put eyeliner on a pig, but it's still a pig. Isn't that the saying? Isn't that the saying, J.D. Vance?
God forbid you're going to have President El-Sayed in 3 years.
Modern Democratic coalition, which is self-hating white liberals united to people who just came to the country for the first time and don't actually have the sense of appreciation for it that they should.
Self-hating white liberals. And honestly, I have been self-hating. We got one of those Cinnabons on the way back from Italy this year. After eating all that great food in Italy, sat in the airport eating a Cinnabon. I was self-hating that day, so busted. Self-hating, says J.D. Vance, whose kid is named Kyle. Kyle Vance. Just kidding. His kid's name is Vivek. That sounds a little too Middle Eastern to me, J.D. You self-hating white turd that's been left in the sun. Your Christmas card doesn't even pass the test you're using for this El-Sayed guy. Self-hating white dude do you need to be to call someone America's next Hitler? And then go out and be their vice president. Help them be Hitler. Self-hating. Let's play the opening.
Trump is the new Adolf.
Still a banger of a song after however long we've been playing it. 7 years? I don't know. Welcome to the Chud Report. If it's your first time here, plenty of bangers like that. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Want to support the channel? Become a member. And let's get into the self-hating white guy episode. But I could speed that up in post to make it look like I really messed my face up. Can you hit yourself on YouTube? I don't know. What a Freudian slip from the guy who has to put eyeliner on. Pop 2 Ozempic needles into him a day so that he could go head online and call other people fat. Yeah. The Vice President of the United States, America. I'm a skinny boy now. I'm a fancy boy. I'm not the J.D. Vance you remember in high school. The one they came right into the guy's bathroom with. Because I was literally no threat to anyone's virginity. That J.D. Vance right there. J.D. Vance wasn't just friend-zoned. J.D. Vance was medically non-threatening to any vagina in the premises. Now I'm Ozempic J.D. Vance. I'm a fancy boy. I'm a skinny boy.
Will those Haley Stevens voters really vote for the guy who's the socialist dreamboat of diversity?
A socialist dreamboat? Way to steal my official title, El-Sayed. I used to be the official socialist dreamboat. I must be slipping. Laura Ingraham hasn't been this wet since her and Lindsey Graham were dating. Yeah, do you know those two dated? His only girlfriend. Oh, and I don't mean wet, like wet inside her pussy. Oh no, not this old mustache. There's just cobwebs and haunted ghosts in there. I mean, how she got wet when they went on that ride at Universal Studios together, the Jurassic Park ride. What a classic. Look at Lindsey Graham in that white shirt. Look at those nipples. Oh my stars. Hi, Laura. Has Lindsey Graham been dead so long I forgot how his bitch ass talked? Hey, Laura, can we pick up a wand on the way out? I really like those wands. I have a collection at home. They go in my butt. As an aside note, Tim Scott inherited Lindsey Graham's wand collection. He's been testing them out. Is there any way we can separate these losers from making politics so horny? It's not supposed to be entertainment. It's especially not supposed to make you horny. Dreamboat, you're not supposed to be worshipped, okay? You always say it, actually, we're a constitutional republic. Yes, we're a constitutional republic. You look at the laws, you look at what you want passed, and you go out and you vote for someone who will keep his promises to you when voting to reflect the caucus he represents. John Fetterman, did you understand what I said? Yeah, I understand. This is a drone. I am John Fetterman. Israel money. John Fetterman. Israel money.
This is a drone.
Would you rather have a guy named Donald John, like this toupee right here, who depletes all our long-range missiles? Russia, if you're listening, you know what I mean, who has made steak and hamburger cost 5 times the amount, all groceries 5 times, except, ding, 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 except eggs. Eggs have stayed the same price. So to that voter, you won. And if you are one of those people that said they voted because of eggs, let's all celebrate. Do me a favor. Go grab some lube. You don't have any lube, grab some Vaseline. No Vaseline, just use some motor oil. Or some WD-40. Anything will work. I want you to go boil an egg. Pause this video now. Go boil an egg. Get one of those timers so you know when it's done. All right, you back? I want you to take that hard-boiled egg. I want you to lube it up real nice with whatever you chose. And I want you to pull down your pants. I want you to bend over. And I want you to stick that hard-boiled egg as far up your own ass as you possibly can. Thank you. Congratulations to the egg voter. You won the egg wars. And all it took you was giving up the rest of the grocery store. All it took you was giving up the rest of the country. Because here's what the honkies have to say. I think I can say honky, right? Because, like, I'm a honky. It's kind of like the N-word for me. I could say honky. Here's what these white cracker-ass crackers had to say was their #1 issue, and I don't think it comes down to El-Sayed.
Is this how you expected the second Trump term to go?
No, not at all. I hoped it was going to be so much better.
He also promised no new foreign wars. We're obviously in this war in Iran, which is why we're seeing the gas prices so high. What do you make of the president not keeping those campaign promises?
He just told us what we wanted to hear to vote him back in.
What would your message be to him about the economy right now, about prices, about day-to-day life?
I would tell him, you promised us you would lower prices.
That'll teach him.
Bring back what it used to be.
I was hoping that gas was going to go down so I could do something, you know.
God, she has kids.
You can't do anything with gas prices.
You can cry afterwards.
You just can't. You can't afford to breathe at this point.
Are you regretting your vote right now?
I have. The past 2 years, yeah, I have. I'm actually not even voting the next time.
That'll teach him.
Your mother at a...
That'll teach him. Slick back hair guy might be a deadbeat dad in like another county. I don't want to give him too much credit. But if he's not, I respect him a lot more than the chick with 3 or 4 kids who didn't take time to sit down and consider her vote before she did it. Oh, I can't even afford to breathe now. Your kids. People who voted for Trump with kids are a new kind of trash in this world.
They want to cancel Thanksgiving. They want to cancel Christmas. El-Sayed is also an Islamist, as is Mondami. And look, you see the green-red convergence where the communists and the Islamists, they want Sharia law.
All I see is the convergence of your lips on Donald Trump's ass. The red-orange convergence. There's not going to be a Thanksgiving this year. Not because groceries are going to cost 10 times the amount. Oh, no. There'll be a Thanksgiving for Ted Cruz and his family in Cancun. So let's go ahead and blame an Islamist, as he says. Sharia law. Blame them for Thanksgiving. I mean, gonna bring Sharia law to your turkey. Sharia law, you say, where a woman's role is inside the house. Clad wife. Sharia law, where a woman has no right to her own body, and men get to decide all her medical decisions. Sharia law. Sharia law, where you try to take away a woman's right to vote. Let's listen to Pete Hegseth's pastor here about not Sharia law, Christian law, Al-Qaeda law.
Now, you've called for repealing women's right to vote, which is protected by the 19th Amendment.
Right.
Why?
Because it's a good idea. No,
a lot of women wouldn't think so.
A lot of women wouldn't agree. Right, but this is one of my favorite questions now too. Mm-hmm. This is not an XXXY chromosome issue.
Oh, thank God.
Because I don't want women voting as individuals.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want them voting as individuals. I totally missed this toy. Not Sharia law at all. Oh, you're pregnant? Don't try to cross state lines in Ted Cruz's home state of Texas. Don't try to smoke weed in Texas unless you're Joe Rogan. And the base of this party is so dumb that they could just be equally dumb. They used to have to put in a little bit of work to get to these idiots. Now Ted Cruz says Thanksgiving. What's Thanksgiving? It's supposed to be Christmas, all right? Christmas is the Christian holiday. That's the one they want to take over. Thanksgiving is just another reason for Americans to get fatter. It has nothing to do with Islam. Be best, Ted Cruz. You're losing a step, you fat ass.
So I know Pastor Tice spoke about Officer Abdelnabi a few moments ago.
Yeah, I love this.
No, we're not booing. We're not booing him. He's the officer that passed away here recently. So, and I asked
Abdul El-Sayed, can you believe this?
Now you can boo, right?
He doesn't love Israel. He doesn't love Jewish people. He hates them. Boo.
I love that clip because it just shows how stupid they are. Boo here, cheer here. That's all it is to be a Republican anymore. That's all this name game is. It was never about Barack Hussein Obama. It isn't about Abdul El-Sayed. It wasn't even about that dead cop, Austin Abdelnabi. Boo! The name is just a button. Ding, ding! They hear the sound and they're supposed to boo, right? Abdelnabi! Boo! Wait, he's a cop. What kind of cop? Not like one of those Capitol cops, right? Okay, not a Capitol cop, just a D-, a high school educated small peen cop. Okay, yeah. Wait, is his peen circumcised? Oh, it doesn't matter in this case? Okay. Yay! That's your modern Republican coalition in 5 seconds. That's why anyone with half a brain can see right through this. Middle Eastern sounding name terrifying. $400 million jet from Qatar? Thank you, Your Majesty. Can I please validate your parking? Middle Eastern country giving Donald Trump a jet. You know what I mean? Never forget. Saudi Arabia gives Jared Kushner $2 billion. Let's not rush to judgment. Geopolitics can be very complicated, but Abdul El-Sayed, Sharia law is coming for the mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving. Republicans aren't scared of Sharia law. They don't even hate Sharia law. They're taking notes from it, man. You know what I mean? They don't hate elites. They don't hate foreign influence. They hate whoever they're told to hate at any given day, on any given moment, in any given arena. And by the way, Red Rocks, me and my wife used to stay there when we'd come to Vegas. We used to gamble there. You can kiss our asses goodbye. You want to let a fascist talk at your casino? And I suggest everybody else follow suit. But this is what has happened to entertainment. It went from reality TV for the dum-dums to watch to now reality TV is politics. And these people have, what, a 6th grade reading level? I'm not making that up. Laura needs a dreamboat. Trump needs worshipers. JD Vance heads this guy right here. Heads to Twitter to call other people fat. And Ted Cruz needs to blame somebody for Thanksgiving dinner he can't afford before he catches his flight to Cancun. Meanwhile, you have geniuses like this pumping out kids who are like, wait a minute, He was only telling us what we wanted to hear this whole time. Yeah, the whole product was this feeling. That's all the Republicans are at this point, vibes. Because God knows they can't govern. God knows they can't win a war. They can't even pass any kind of laws. They don't even work. Ted Cruz has a podcast. You know who sponsors Ted Cruz's podcast? All of us. He's not doing any work. We're just paying for him to do this. Why don't you guys pay for me? I should become a senator. Hey, that's a good idea. So here's Abdul El-Sayed. Look at that name. Do you feel something? Do you feel something down in your gut? Don't look at your grocery bill. Don't look at the gas pump. Don't look at the war we just lost. Don't look at that jet from Qatar. Abdul. Are you scared again, idiots? Honestly, I don't need a socialist dreamboat. I don't need a strongman dictator. I don't need a president whose salad I want to toss. I just want a representative in this democratic republic. A boring civil servant who says what he's going to do, does it, and if he doesn't do it, I vote for someone else. Has a massive stroke, severe brain damage, and becomes a Republican. A path to republicanism quite common. Severe brain damage that I want a remedy to get rid of him. That's the Republic. Everything else is just a theme park ride with Lindsey Graham. And apparently half of this country is just still waiting for this Joe Lombardo to tell them who they're supposed to boo. The Chud Report.
So I know Pastor Tice spoke about Officer Abdelnabi a few moments ago. No, we're not booing. We're not booing him. He's the officer that passed away here recently. And I asked